Hey there, everybody. So slightly new play session I'm doing here. I tried to off-screen a few things um, to see if I could just go around and collect and do a bunch of stuff. And turns out I did the best run that I ever had. I know this sounds crazy, but as you see, no one's here. I fought Hades. I lost, but I realized I could upgrade the weapons and stuff, and I got literally like I had the most optimal run I've ever had in this whole playthrough. All the upgrades that I wanted to get, I was getting, um, with like Athena's shield abilities and like I got some Poseidon abilities that I really like, some Ares. Like I just got like a bunch of good stuff. Um, Oh, jeez, my computer's like freaking out over here. Yeah, see, they're all talking about how. Yeah, so I fought him, got there, and I honestly, and I was getting good stuff. Like I was able to like replenish Death Defies and all that. Um, but it wasn't until the very, very end when you're kind of running through those gauntlets. Um, I got pretty well wrecked. Oh, this is pretty good. I'm gonna trade that. You might hate me for that, but fuck it, yeah. How many of these do I get? I didn't realize I had so many. This is it. Probably should have done some with them, but I really wanted to get these keys. That was the whole point of going off screen. I was just trying to collect stuff and get more powers. But yeah, I was totally wrecking shop. It was really cool. I need 30 keys. Alright. So yeah. I'm going to try to do that again. Now that I'm actually recording, I'll probably do terribly. I have noticed I play way better. I heard other people say this, like other Let's Plays and stuff like that. They would always say how they do better when they're just not thinking. When I can just play that, when I can play any game just by myself, just alone in my own darkness and everything, I'm way better at video games. I feel like anyone would be like that. Trying to hold a thought and process things at the same time, it's really hard. Oh, look at this old bitch. She's actually pretty cool looking though. And this is gonna be dope. Get some ice abilities. Gust that inflicts chill. Oh, we get new abilities and shit. See, I'm telling you, it's because I fought Hades. Fires a beam at foes for 5 seconds. Let's go with this one. I have the power of the freezing surface now. Wait, did I? Okay, yeah. So that was the other ability that I put on. Was that like magnetism grab with this thing? Yeah, I try to do a run with the shield, and I just collected like items and stuff. And I didn't like it as much. I realized I'm not as good with the shield. Also, when I got to any of the boss fights, I wasn't as good. I'm better at like the kind of mash abilities with the hands. I'm just I like forcing these hands on people, man. And this grab ability is sick. I'm killing the game with this one. If I can find where this other guy is. Yeah, I promise you, I, went through like the whole playthrough I barely took damage. Like I said, I was able to replenish Death Defies once I got to like later spots. But it was all, well, I guess not all for naught. It was just, it sucked that I did it like off screen. One of my favorite ways to play video games is with the Switch. I love laying next to my wife at night and just playing video games. It is incredibly relaxing. I enjoy it a lot. Or I read manga. That's always how I kind of end my days. I used to end by reading a book or like reading from books. I try to. I'm bad at reading. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I'm very bad at reading. I like reading. Hold on. Yeah, I've actually been going with these a lot more. Where'd they all go? Where'd they all go? Where'd all this stuff go? He gave me stuff right. Ah, that's some bullshit. Where'd it fucking go? Bruh, this game did not just glitch me. Alright, dude, Poseidon, you and me got some fucking words, bro. Unless it just gave it to me automatically, but fuck you, dude, I don't think it did. Well, anyway, my point, I'm horrible at reading. And I always have been, bad with this. I'm like a bad book smart guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do well. Oh, definitely gotta go with Athena. I don't do well with like textbook stuff. I love learning, but I have to learn in a different way. Actually, most of who the fuck is this guy, and what does he think he is? Most of how I learn, I look up a lot of stuff online, look up a lot of stuff on YouTube, and find like all kinds of like breakdowns and videos. This is the one right here. I find all kinds of like different avenues and stuff to like look at and research and different articles and whatnot. I do read books. I try to read books as often as I can. My biggest problem, everything I do is very time consuming. Especially with drawing and tattooing. Like, the type of work I do requires a lot of diligence and just a lot of time put into it. So, I do value what I'm doing with my time. And because I'm a slow-ass reader. Like, I can't just sit there and just speed read through a book. Like, my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, she, like, freaks me out in many ways. Because one, I mean, she scares the living shit out of me just as a human. But she's one of those people that I'll never forget. It was like a Harry Potter book came out. You know, Harry Potter books are like 8 million pages long. And she read it in like 5 fucking hours. I was like, what? Like, I was like a teenager at the time, but it stunned me. Like, I remember me and my brother were hanging out during the day. Oh, no, Poseidon, I ain't rocking with you, bro. Fuck you. Plus, this is always easy to get through. Wait, whenever you're cast damage. Kind of like this. Yeah, Poseidon, fuck you. Nah, man. But yeah, me and my brother were hanging out like all day. And every time we saw her, she was further in the fucking book, and out like a lot further. And she was retaining like every bit of information. Like, there was nothing like lost on her, and she wasn't like confused at all. She wasn't losing her spot. Like, fully invested the whole time. That's why I'm taking so much damage. Because I'm not paying attention to what Poseidon is over here. But yeah, by the end of the day, like after like 5 hours or something, like she was completely done with the book. And I'll never forget it. I was like, how? How? I've never, like, before that, I'd never heard of something like that. Like, I've, well, heard of it, but I never seen it. And it, like, I was jealous of it. Because I'll read, like, a page of a book, and I'll feel like an hour passed, and then I just, like, didn't retain any information. Yeah, we'll go with that. Fuck you, Poseidon. Fucking asshole. I do that thing. Bill Burr talked about this one time. How he does. He'll read. You know, he feels like he's taking forever to read the words, and then like I do the thing where as I'm reading, I feel like after 5 minutes pass, and I'm like past a certain amount of like words or whatever, I feel like I have no idea what like I just read. Like I read the words, but it was like nothing was being kept in my brain. So it's hard for me to read. I have just like a weird brain like that. And I'm actually very jealous of people. Oh, I'm doing terribly already. Because Poseidon's fucking me up this whole playthrough right now. So I do audiobooks when I read now. That's how I've read like most of the books I've read in the last few years, and that way I can also just listen to something while I draw. So I'm you know, two birds with one stone. It's the best way to do it, because I am a bad person with that. I want to say the last book I actually read, like, held in my hands and read, it was either some type of political book or it was The Lost World. I don't read a lot of fiction. I don't really care to read fiction. I know that might be weird considering I like video games so much. But if I'm going to be in like a fictional world or whatever, I want to play it or I want to kind of see it. Oh, fuck yeah, we're getting that. That being said, I love Jurassic Park. I love the shit out of that book. It's my favorite movie and my favorite book. Dash straight. Oh, yeah.
There it is. Guessing Electo?
The fuck was I saying? Oh, here we go with this bitch.
I heard what happened. Across the river.
That Hydra was a tote.
You'll soon feel something else.
But yeah, I try to, when I do reread, I try to read more political books or anything with some type of lesson to it, I guess, like a political message to it. Like I read 1984 for the first time a couple years ago or something, like 3 years ago, I think. And it was fantastic. I don't know why I never read that book before. But yeah, I don't know. I want to, when I read and when I take the time to actually like pick up a book or read or whatever, I want to be like learning. And I know that sounds stupid, like no matter what, if you're reading, you're learning. I believe you learn by playing video games and shit. I very much hold true to that idea. that there's a ton to be learned in playing video games. I think there's a huge amount of value in it. But like I said, just with how I am with reading and how bad I am at it, I want to utilize that time to the best of my advantage and be reading about something that, like, just formally educating myself, I guess you could say. Well, and now that we've vanquished our foe, I'm going to call that an episode there and continue this riveting talk next time. Hopefully you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.